We're with Bob Hedlund from Hedlund Plumbing, and today we're talking about sump pumps. Of course, we are in a Michigan basement. So first of all, let's start with the basics, Bob. What does a sump pump do?
What the sump pump is basically it gets rid of the water from under the concrete floor and pumps it to the exterior so you don't have to worry about flooding. The main components of the pump is actually the overall crock and the water. There's incoming tiles that the water flows into the tiles, and then through the pump system it's all pumped either to grade or to a storm sewer.
So if someone has a Michigan basement, what type of sump pump should they get to make sure that they're safe and they don't flood?
Sure. I recommend a submersible pump, which is similar to this one right here. There's several different brands, but the reason that submersible is nice is because the pumping and the actual mechanics of it is underwater, and it's much quieter than the old upright type that has a motor up above the floor line. So it's quieter and it runs cooler, and the longevity of the pump, it'll last a lot longer.
When it comes to tips, do you have any tips for the homeowners on the best way to make sure that they're good to go with that sump pump?
What I would recommend a couple times a year when you come down into the basement is simply take a 5-gallon bucket of water and put 1 or 2 or 3 buckets of water, literally pour it in and verify that the sump pump is turning on and, most importantly, turning off. Because lots of times we've seen it where a sump pump will turn on, pump the water out, but then the switch sticks and it won't turn off, and therefore it'll just continue to run and burn the pump up.
What about rocks down in the basin, I guess? Is that what it's called?
It's a good idea once in a while, just take a flashlight and simply take your flashlight and look around down below and just look to verify there's no debris that fell in, any rocks. It should be relatively clean.
All right, very good. Well, thank you for the information today. I feel bad for your knees for leaning down that far, but we've learned a lot about sump pumps, and of course, if they need more information, they can always call 1-800-HEDLUND, right?
Absolutely.
All right, great. Thanks for the information today.
Thank you.
And since the temperature has dropped significantly over the last few days, here are some additional tips from Bob at Hedlund Plumbing on how to prevent frozen pipes in your home. First, be sure to keep your cabinet doors under your sink to allow the air to circulate under there, and keep all of your house warm. Now is not the time to turn the heat way down for your house to try and save money. And finally, keep the water moving. It's a good idea to let your faucet have a slow drip, about a drip every 1 to 3 seconds. If water's moving through the pipes, there is a lower chance of your pipes freezing.